Well, hello everyone. My name is Rick Passek, FlyFish Fanatic, and welcome to my tying bench. Today we will be tying a fall pattern here. It's getting close to fall season, so I'm into the blob and booby tying mode. So today we will be tying a one of my favorites, one of my staples that I like using in the fall, and it's a light pink and biscuit mix. With a really bright pink fiery tail, Marabou. So let's get going. So today we have an Ahrex FW 581 in a size 10. For the bead, it's a 1/8 silver bead. For the thread, I'm going to be using some UTC Ultra. Sorry if you hear noise in the background. It's my air conditioner is on. It's smoking hot today. It's the second week of August. So I'm just going to start my thread. Get that nice pink base down right to the bend. And then I'm just going to come back up. Once I'm up there, just cut off my tag. And then I'm going to take some really bright pink. This is like a floral pink. I'm not sure what they actually call this one. No name on this one. This is an old package. It's still Army and Navy on it. So yeah, really old package. But so I'm just going to take some. How I always do my Marabou. I always strip it off the center quill and fold it over, and then strip it off the center quill and fold it over, and that way all I'm getting is that nice flowy pink, right? Flowy Marabou. Right, just the nice soft and flowy. So I'm just gonna, I want it about that long, so about where my fingers are is where I'm gonna cut it. Because I want those nice wispy flowy tips, because I want this to go down into a sharp little point. So I'm just gonna bring that all about to there, go under the tail, over, under, and over. Okay, I just want to make sure that little piece in the front there is just tied down a bit. It's not going to be seen anyway, but so now you can, that is a little on the long side, so I could just pinch it, and I'm going to pinch it kind of randomly. I don't want it lined up. Like I said, I want this to go down into that nice little point. So, okay. So now I'm going to take the biscuit color. So that's the this one here, the biscuit, kind of a pale kind of color, and I'm just going to strip off the center, strip off the material so I expose that center cord, and then just patch that on, and then I'm just going to bring that. Usually I do about 3 wraps roughly. 1, 2, 3 wraps, and then I'll come back and I'll just tie that down. This is probably one of my favorite fall patterns for blobs, that is. It's just it screams there's a lot of attraction in it. Because of the color, and then that tail. Plus, it's just one that I find they really shift. At least I found this, and just you can even watch some of the, the sport fishing on the fly and stuff when Brian Chan and Don and them talk. They really shift into these blobs and boobies and into these pinks and biscuit, pinks, biscuit, and tequila kind of colors. So I just get really tight in there, and I'm pulling really hard on that material because I want it to get right tight in behind that bead. So I've obviously, I never said that, but I tied in this kind of light kind of watermelon-y pink in the front, and did about 3 turns with that as well. Cut that off nice and tight. I like slicking it back, just making sure all that material is facing backwards. And then I'm going to build a little bit of a pink hot spot right behind that bead. Do 3-turn whip finish. And then I'll come in there with my Sally Hansen's and my bodkin. So I just take a dip on my bodkin and just stick it in right on there. Let that soak in. And that is it. So I tie these in with a pink tail. I tie these with a flash tail. So this is the Semper Flash baitfish white. So I'll use this, and I'll use like 8 or 10 strands and have it maybe a little bit shorter than this. And I do it also with, I've done it with a bright colored fox as well, foxtail. So you just want lots of movement in the back there. And I'll tie these on a jig style hook as well, on a 45 and on a straight 90-degree jig hook. So I can put this under a strike indicator. So yeah, that's it. It's a pretty simple blob. Like I said, I'll be tying quite a few blobs and having a lot of blobs in my repertoire for especially mid-September through mid-November. And October, November is definitely for me, blobs and boobies, and really bright colors too, pinks and oranges and chartreuses. So, alrighty. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Thanks for tuning in. If you've subscribed, please, thank you. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And we'll see you guys on the next tying video. Tie lines, everybody.